Welcome to the Meadow.
3.5 years ago,
We bought an old 70s house with the idea of fixing it up for our family of 7. My husband and I run an interior design firm in Great Falls, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., where we also rehab and flip houses. We've moved every couple of years as our family has grown, and I've used our homes as my design laboratories, exploring and honing my style, and also using our houses to showcase our design work for potential clients and the various product collections that I design. Each house we've lived in has been an invaluable learning opportunity for our family. As much as we loved the house we had been living in for 5 years, which was a long time for us, the moment we stepped foot into the meadow, we knew we had to go. It simply called to us.
Day spring of life that gives us light from on high. Would you light our way?
this house for us started like many others have started for us, with a casual perusal of a real estate listing that resulted in us completely upending our lives and taking a massive leap of faith.
Gosh, it felt like so much, and it's just so very little.
For some of us, those leaps come easier than for others. But when we finally take that leap, no matter how hard or easy it was to do, we've pushed ourselves into another place and to do different things and to grow. And we are better off for it. It's in the times when I've taken my own path, when I've done my own thing, and when I've really let go that I feel my truest self and my greatest sense of purpose.
And Naure just jumped into what will be the outdoor shower garden.
For years, people told us how crazy we were to move so much, to work on so many houses, to uproot our children and our lives. But when we finally realized that it was our way of doing things, we reached an entirely different level of dreaming. Limits are placed on most of us from the moment we are born. As children, we dream, but we are told what is normal, how to act, how to be. It can take a lifetime of unlearning these preconceived notions, of shaking off the shackles of norm to reach our truest self. I often think about how designing a home differently allows us to design our lives differently, to be different, to think different, to reclaim that childlike sense of wonder that so many of us have lost along the way. Well, that whole thing got deep quickly, so let's take a breather and drop back into the construction zone at the Meadow.
Okay, I'm gonna walk backwards. Actually, I'll turn around and show you what is going on in the orangery. You're gonna love it. It's crazy. I think it's one of the things, like my favorite things I've ever designed. So I'm kind of flipping out that it actually gets to be in my house. So I'm gonna turn around and show you so I don't kill myself.
And the family room now. Headed into the orangery where you can see the curve has been put on for the stone, ready for the masons to put all the stone on. I think they're starting soon. And I'm going to show you the side view of this because this is that side view that Chico and I were working on. Chico templated this. We made some tweaks, but I think we got it just right here. And of course, it's all going to completely change once the stone goes on, but this gives you an idea. I just wanted a gentle curve here. I think it'll be really different. I see a stair railing on site. I'm going to show it to you. It is not exactly what I need, but it's getting close, and I think that they can absolutely do the stair railing I'm after. I'm trying to film, sorry, backwards here. There it is. It's sort of there's a northern Italian house that I fell in love with, and they have these beautiful stair railings, and I want to do the same ones. I think they're antique or original to the house, but I'm trying to get that look here without it. So I think these are just a little bit big, a little bit too chunky, but and not quite as much like detailing. I really want it really folksy in there, so a little bit more curl to things, but we can play with it, and I think we could definitely get there.
Otherwise,
I wrote down in a book all the things that I thought.
The simplest way for me to get what I want out of these stair railings is to actually draw on them. So I have a Sharpie here and I am tweaking the silhouette a bit. I'm just adding some more curves. I just want a little bit more of sort of a storybook fairy tale type of detailing on this piece. We've brought in the super talented carpenter Lucas of Innovative Builds to help us with the built-ins in our bedroom and in our family room. We're getting down to the wire, so it is all hands on deck these days.
We found love, so we left and sailed away. Distant lands in the hand in the hand, we spent our days. So give me a shot so I can make this dream come true. Spend my days sitting next to you. I'll spend my days sitting next to you.
Call it down to the water, where the clouds roll high and wild. Shake it loose from the depths of me and rock me like a child. Can you hear the dogs cry, the kicks and calls of the night? Can you hear me call to you for the rest of the breaking light? For the rest of the breaking light.
We found love, so we left and sailed away. Distant lands in the hand we spent our days. So give me a shot so I can make this dream come true. Spend my days sitting next to you. I'll spend my days sitting next to you. I would take your hand now if I only knew I could. I would take your hand now, love, run far away into the woods. Lift me up with just a smile. The only thing I quite recall, simple laughter far into the night that rewrites a history so small.
So right now, I am mapping out all the directions that the hardwood floors need to go in. If you remember from I don't know how many episodes ago, we are not laying our hardwood floors in the typical way. We are actually gonna lay them and then stop them and then lay them and then stop them. So this is sort of like a big puzzle that we have to figure out, and a big diagram that we normally do not need to do with hardwood floor installs that we are doing for our installers. So I'm sure they're gonna love us.
This house is more than just a house for our family. Yes, we'll get to live there and we will love living there, but it is also an opportunity to showcase what we can do design-wise, what our interior design firm can do for other. I'm really having a lot of fun stretching my wings creatively to do really different things and to really get to a dream and do much more creative things than I can do for a typical client. And so my hope is that once this is out there, we will get hired by people who want to dream in the same way and really push themselves to do things differently. My projects are not necessarily easy for contractors to execute. A lot of the things that are going on are happening for the first time, so everybody is learning on site, and we're all sort of brainstorming to try to figure out how to get these things done.
So we're gonna try something new out here. They are gonna try to give me pillow edge boards on the ends. Right now we can only get them on the sides. And today everyone's gonna lay out, Chico's gonna handle laying out the floors in the kitchen so I can test out if I want to do that perpendicular board or just have the boards line up straight and do butt joints like we talked about. I shared all this on there.
are we having fun yet?
Having so much fun. Math is fun.
Stone is starting.
Thank you.
hardwood floors are from the Lauren Lee's Wellborn Right collection. It's our simple collection and the color is fawn, and we ordered them with pillow edges, but pillow edges can only come on the long edges, and so we were having the team sand down the small sides so we get the pillowed edge look all around. Seeing these ideas go from paper to reality is just an incredible part of the process. The stone that I agonized over picking is perfect. I'm Italian, my family is from northern Italy, and so I wanted a bit of a northern Italian flair to the house. Again, it goes with that storybook vibe I'm after, and so I did a split and did a custom mix of stones. So I did a 70-20-10 split. So 70% of the stones are the sort of medium golden kind of beige tones that I really love. 20% of the stones are a whitish, really light sort of, it looks like a dolomitic limestone. And 10% of the stones are a dark brown with hits of charcoal in them. So overall, it looks like a lot of the stones that I've seen in Italy, but it actually is local stone from Virginia and West Virginia. Now, I could not keep it easy with the grout, and so to get the old world vibe I'm after, the stones have to be over grouted. And so I am actually requesting specific amounts of over grouting for different areas of the stone. So rather than one entire wall being consistently grouted in the same manner, I actually have it starting with less grout at the top and edges and more thicker grout in the middle, so that it really looks like it's aged and it has sort of worn down on the edges over time. We have another complicated situation with the orangery floors. We ordered antique Italian reclaimed limestone from the 1700s, but we didn't quite order enough. And because it was so expensive, we needed a few more tiles. So we decided to order stone from Jerusalem, which is much less expensive, but also reclaimed and antique and will blend beautifully with the Italian stone.
Clearance, right? So this can move, but you can, you have this.
The stone has to be built up to just the right height so that it has a seamless transition with our doors. One thing I have learned about dreams and leaping into them is that it can actually be quite easy to dream, but very, very difficult to make your dreams into reality. Achieving goals in your dreams is about all the tiny little steps, the daily habits that you create along the way. And right now is our time of ensuring that all those little details and daily little steps are happening with this incredible team we have.